Match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. First, 1883, 4321, 4321. 1883, first session of National Conference at Calcutta. 1883, 1883, first session of National Conference at Calcutta. 1906 Foundation of Muslim League at Dhaka. 1906 Foundation of Muslim League at Dhaka. 1927 Formation of All India State People Conference. 1927 Formation of All India State People Conference. And 1932 Announcement of Communal Award from Whitehill. Match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. M.K. Gandhi. M.K. Gandhi, Hind Swaraj. 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 Subhash Chandra Bose, The Indian Struggle. Subhash Chandra Bose, The Indian Struggle. Subhash Chandra Bose in The Indian Struggle. Lajpat Rai, Autobiographical Writings. Lajpat Rai, Autobiographical Writings. Lajpat Rai, Autobiographical Writings. Fourth, Surendranath Banerjee, A Nation in Making. Surendranath Banerjee, A Nation in Making. A Nation in Making. Consider the following statement about Jawaharlal Nehru. Consider the following statements about Jawaharlal Nehru. Consider the following statements about the Jawaharlal Nehru. So none is correct. None is correct. So wrong option देखते हैं. He was the president of the Congress Party in 1947. Wrong. He presided over the Constituent Assembly. Wrong. He formed the first Congress ministry in United Province before India's independence. Also wrong. Which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Satya Sodhak Sabha. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Satya Sodhak Sabha. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Satya Sodhak Sabha. Which one of the following was Immigrant Communist Journal of M.N. Roy? Which one of the following was an Immigrant Communist Journal of M.N. Roy? M.N. Roy, Vanguard. Which one of the following was an Immigrant Communist Journal of M.N. Roy? Vanguard. What is the correct chronological sequence of the following events in the political life of Mahatma Gandhi? What is the correct chronological sequence of the following event in the political life of Mahatma Gandhi? 1, 2, 3, 4. Champaran Satyagraha, Ahmedabad Mail Strike and Kheda Satyagraha, Non-Cooperation Movement. Champaran Satyagraha, Ahmedabad Mail Strike, Kheda Satyagraha, Non-Cooperation Movement. Indian cotton merchant banker, congressman and a close associate of the Mahatma Gandhi, and the description fits with Jamna Lal Bajaj, Indian cotton merchant, a banker, congressman and a close associate of Mahatma Gandhi, Jamna Lal Bajaj. At the time of India's independence, Mahatma Gandhi was not a member of the Congress. At the time of India's independence, Mahatma Gandhi was not a member of the Congress. The founder of Boy Scouts and Civil Rights movement in India was Baden Powell. The founders of Boy Scouts and Civil Rights movement in India was Baden Powell. The first Factory Act of restricting the working hours of women and children and authorizing local government to make necessary rules was adopted during whose time? Lord Ripon. The first Factory Act for restricting the working hours of women and children and authorizing local government to make necessary rules was adopted during whose time? Lord Ripon. Other examination previous year question. In the context of Indian history, which of the following statement is correct regarding Vaikom Satyagraha? In the context of Indian history, which one of the following statements is correct regarding Vaikom Satyagraha, both 1 and 2 right option. It was the Satyagraha against untouchability and caste discrimination. It was a Satyagraha against untouchability and caste discrimination. Mahatma Gandhi participated in this Satyagraha. Mahatma Gandhi participated in this Satyagraha. Who of the following was sent as representative of the labour by Indian government in the Washington Summit of ILO in the year 1919? Who of the following was sent as representative of labour by the Indian government in the Washington Summit of ILO in the year 1919? N.M. Joshi. N.M. Joshi. Match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer using the course given below. First, Nation in Making. Nation in Making, Surendranath Banerjee. Nation in Making, Surendranath Banerjee. Book and then writer. List 1 is book and the list 2 is writer. Nation in Making and writer was Surendranath Banerjee. India Wins Freedom. Book name India Wins Freedom. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. India Wins Freedom. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Third, The Story of My Deportation. The Story of My Deportation. Lala Lajpat Rai. The Story of My Deportation. Lala Lajpat Rai. गीता रहस्य. गीता रहस्य बाल गंगाधर तिलक. गीता रहस्य बाल गंगाधर तिलक. गीता रहस्य बाल गंगाधर तिलक. 60. Who had merged Sikkim in India? Who had merged Sikkim in India? Lord Dalhousie. Who had merged Sikkim in India? Lord Dalhousie. Who had merged Sikkim in India? Lord Dalhousie. The Rise and Growth of Economic Nationalism in India was written by Bipin Chandra. The Rise and Growth of Economic Nationalism in India was written by Bipin Chandra. The Rise and Growth of Economic Nationalism in India, Bipin Chandra, by Bipin Chandra. With the reference to the civil administration. With the reference to the civil administration in 1905, which of the statement is are correct? With the reference to the civil administration in 1905. With the reference to the civil administration in 1905, which of the statement is are correct? Lord Curzon decided to rearrange the provincial boundaries. Lord Curzon decided to rearrange the provincial boundaries, and then a new province was constituted called East in Bengal and Assam. A new province was constituted called East Bengal and Assam, both 1 and 2. With the reference to revolts in British India, people known as Palas belonged to which of the following region? Madurai. With reference to revolts to British India, people known as Palai belonged to which of the following region? Madurai. Which of the following events occurred first? First Anglo-Sikh War. Which of the following events occurred first? First Anglo-Sikh War. First Anglo-Sikh War. Who among the following is known as Bombay Trimurti? Trimurti. Who among the following is known as Bombay Trimurti? Mehta Tilang Tayyabji. Who is the author of Annihilation of Caste? Who is the author of Annihilation of Caste? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Who is author of Annihilation of Caste? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. In August 1947, who is the following leaders did not participate anywhere in Independence Day celebration? In the August 1947, who of the following leaders did not participate anywhere in Independence Day celebration? Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi. In August 1947, who of the following leaders did not participate anywhere in Independence Day celebration? Mahatma Gandhi. Who among the following used to say wrong means never take us to write inks? Who among the following used to say wrong means never take us to write inks? M.K. Gandhi. M.K. Gandhi. Who among the following was the strong supporter of the party's principles that which is normally wrong can never be politically right? Who among the following was the strong supporter of principle? Who among the following was the strong supporter of principle that which is normally morally wrong can never be politically right? M.K. Gandhi. Who among the following is the author of the book The Problems of the Far East? Who among the following is the author of the book The Problems of the Far East? Curzon. Curzon. Which of the following is not correctly matched? M is Jinnah Khilafat movement. Wrong option. राइट देख लेते हैं मोतीलाल नेहरू नेहरू रिपोर्ट मोतीलाल नेहरू नेहरू रिपोर्ट एम के गांधी Champaran Movement, M.K. Gandhi, Champaran Movement, S.C. Bose Forward Bloc, S.C. Bose Forward Bloc, S.C. Bose Forward Bloc, who addressed Gandhiji as a one-man boundary force, who addressed Gandhiji as one-man boundary force, Mountbatten, who addressed Gandhiji as one-man boundary force, Mountbatten, who addressed Gandhiji as one-man boundary force, Mountbatten, who amongst the following presided over all parties, Muslim conference held at Delhi on 31st December 1928, Aga Khan. In which of the following books did Mahatma Gandhi called British Parliament as a strike and poor prostitute? In which of the following books did Mahatma Gandhi called British Parliament as sterile and sterile and prostitute? Hind Swaraj, not Sarvodaya or Universal Term, not an autobiography of the story of my experiments with truth, not the story of Satyagraha. Which one of the following is not correctly matched? Bhagat Singh, the Indian socialist. Bhagat Singh, the Indian socialist. Wrong option. Bhagat Singh, the Indian socialist. Sachindranath Sanyal, Bandi. Sachindranath Sanyal, Bandi Jeevan. Sachindranath Sanyal, Bandi Jeevan. Lala Ramcharan Das. Lala Ramcharan Das, Dreamland. Lala Ramcharan Das, Dreamland. Bhagwati Charan Vora, The Philosophy of Bomb. Bhagwati Charan Vohra, The Philosophy of Bomb. Who one of the following is the biographer of Jawaharlal Nehru? Who one of the following is the biograph? Who one of the following is the biograph? Who one is the following of 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 biograph of Jawaharlal Nehru? Morris, Morris, Frank Morris. Who of the following had written India's salvation will not be achieved under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi? Who of the following had written India's salvation will not be achieved under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi? Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose. Not Amy Zina, not claim it Richard Attlee, not Winston Churchill. Who among the following was the first Governor General of Free India? Who among the following was the first Governor General of Free India? Lord Mountbatten. Lord Mountbatten. Mountbatten. Lord Mountbatten. Who one of the following had commanded Mahatma Gandhi to spend the first year in India with his ears open but his mouth shut? Who one of the following had commanded Mahatma Gandhi to spend the first year in India with his ears open but his mouth shut? Gopal Krishna Gokhale. 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 Which one of the following statement is not correct? Which one of the statement is not correct about Dadabhai Naroje? Which one of the following statement is not correct about Dadabhai Naroje? Four times he had presided over the Indian National Congress. For four times he had presided over the Indian National Congress. Wrong option. That statement is not correct about Dadabhai Naroje. For four times he had presided over the Indian National Congress. Right option. He has the first Indian to be appointed as a professor. He has the first Indian to be appointed as a professor of mathematics and physics at Elphinstone College, Bombay. Elphinstone College, Mumbai. He has elected as the member of British Parliament in 1892. He was elected as a member of British Parliament in 1892. He started a Gujarati journal, Rastguftar. Which of the following is not correctly matched? Sir John Shore, Anglo-Nepal War. Sir John Shore, Anglo-Nepal War. Which of the following is not correctly matched? Sir John Shore, Anglo-Nepal War. Not Lord Cornwallis, permanent settlement. Sorry. Right option, wrong option, Sir John Shore, Anglo-Nepal War. Right option, Lord Cornwallis, permanent settlement, Lord Wellesley, subsidiary alliances system, Lord Hastings, third Anglo-Maratha War. Consider the following which conclude the subsidiary alliances with Lord Wellesley and finds the correct chronological order of their treaties from the code given below. Hyderabad, Mysore, Awadh, and Sindhya. Hyderabad, Mysore, Awadh, and Sindhya. The Lucknow session of Indian National Congress that took place in 1916 was presided over by A.C. Majumdar. A.C. Majumdar. The Lucknow session of Indian National Congress that took place in 1916 was presided over by A.C. Majumdar. Which one of the following is correctly matched? Bhagat Singh. An introduction to the dreamland. Bhagat Singh, an introduction to the dreamland. The memories entitled Bapu. The memories entitled Bapu, my mother was written by. The memories entitled Bapu, my mother was written by Manu Behan. Which one of the following statement is not correct about Rabindranath Tagore? Which one of the following statements is not correct about Rabindranath Tagore? Many of his songs refute the heroism of Marathas. Many of his songs refute the heroism of Marathas. Not correct. Right options are he sang the glories of ancient India and its culture. He sang the glories of ancient India and its culture. He considered Shivaji and Guru Gobind Singh as a nation builders. He considered Shivaji and Guru Gobind Singh as nation builders. He favored some aspects of the Swadeshi movement. Match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list 1. List 1 and list 2. List 1, Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose, Haripura session of Indian National Congress. Subhash Chandra Bose, Haripur session of Indian National Congress. Vallabhbhai Patel. Vallabhbhai Patel, Operation Polo. Vallabhbhai Patel, Operation Polo. Vallabhbhai Patel, Operation Polo. Iqbal, Allahabad session of Muslim League 1930. Iqbal, Allahabad session of Muslim League 1930. Betukeshwar Dutt, throwing of the bomb in Central Assembly. Throwing of the bomb in Central Assembly. Which one of the following is correctly matched? Lord Wellesley, 4th Anglo-Mysore War. Lord Wellesley, 4th Anglo-Mysore War. Which one of the following is correctly matched? Lord Wellesley, 4th Anglo-Mysore War. Who among the following Governor-General of Bengal was associated with Third Anglo-Mysore War? Lord Cornwallis. Who among the following Governor-Generals of Bengal was associated with Third Anglo-Mysore War? Tinkathia system is Champaran means cultivation of indigo on 320 area of land. Tinkathia system, not Tinkathia. Tinkathia system in Champaran means Tinkathia system in Champaran means cultivation of indigo on the 320 area of land, not cultivation of indigo 319, not cultivation of indigo 318 area of land, none of above. 320 area of the land. Who among the following was the first Law Minister of India? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Who among the following was the first Law Minister of India? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Who compared Curzon's administration in India to that of Aurangzeb? G.K. Gokhale. Who compared Curzon's administration in India to that Aurangzeb? G.K. Gokhale. Who compared Curzon's administration in India to that Aurangzeb? G.K. Gokhale. Where did the Indian Congress got divided into two wings, moderates and extremists? Where did the Indian Congress got divided into two wings, moderates and extremists? Surat Session 1907. Surat Session 1907. Surat Session 1907. Surat Session 1907. And the conquest of the Sindh by British was completed during the period of Lord Ellenborough. Lord Ellenborough. The conquest of the Sindh of the British. The conquest of the Sindh of British was completed during the period of Lord Ellenborough. Lord Ellenborough. Which one of the following pages is correctly matched? Frank Morris. Which one of the following pages is correctly matched? Frank Morris, Jawaharlal Nehru, a biography. Jawaharlal Nehru, a biography. The book Springing Tiger was written by Hog Toy. The statement I am a socialist and a republican and I do not believe in kings and princes is associated with Jawaharlal Nehru. The statement I am a socialist and a republican. I am a socialist and a republican and I do not believe in kings and princes is associated with Jawaharlal Nehru. Who was responsible for encouraging the local self-government in India? Lord Ripon. Who was responsible for encouraging the local self-government in India? Lord Ripon. Anglo-Nepal War took place during the reign of Lord Hastings. Anglo-Nepal War took place during the reign of Lord Hastings. The first communist government of India was established in the province of Kerala. The first communist government of India was established in the province of Kerala. Who among the following had told destruction is the best method of the dealing with the foreign troops? Mahatma Gandhi. Who among the following had told destruction is the best method of dealing with the foreign troops? Mahatma Gandhi. Who sang Hindustan Hamara of Iqbal and Jan Gan Man in the Central Assembly at the midnight of 15 August 1947. M.S. Sabulakshmi. M.S. Sabulakshmi sung Hindustan Hamara of Iqbal and Jan Gan Man in the Central Assembly at midnight of 15 August 1947. Which of the following is not correctly matched? K.K. Aziz, the man who divided India. K.K. Aziz, the man who divided India. K.K. Aziz, the man who divided India. This is wrong. Not correctly matched, right? Larry Collins and Dominic Lapierre. Freedom at Midnight. Larry Collins and Dominic Lapierre. Freedom at Midnight. Durga Das India from Curzon to Nehru and after. Durga Das India from Curzon to Nehru and after. Maulana Abul Kalam India wins freedom. Maulana Abul Kalam India wins freedom. The Archaeological Survey of India was established during the period of Lord Curzon. The Archaeological Survey of India was established during the period of Lord Curzon. Match the following list 1 and list 2. Select the correct answer using the codes given below 1, 2 and 3, 4. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee Anand Math. Author and works. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee Anand Math. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee Anand Math. Michael Madhusudan Dutt Captive Lady. Michael Madhusudan Dutt Captive Lady. Rabindranath Tagore Gaura. Sarojini Naidu The Broken Wing. The Broken Wing. In which of the following movements did not Mahatma Gandhi make the first use of hunger strike as a weapon? In which of the following movements did not Mahatma Gandhi make the first use of hunger strike as a weapon? Ahmedabad strike, not non-cooperation movement, not Rowlatt Satyagraha, not Bardoli Satyagraha. Which one of the following is the correct sequence of the persons who occupied the office of the President of India right from the beginning? Rajendra Prasad and S. Radhakrishnan, Zakir Hussain, V.V. Giri. Rajendra Prasad, S. Radhakrishnan, S. Radhakrishnan, Zakir Hussain, and V.V. Giri. Who had the longest tenure as the Viceroy of India? Lord Curzon. Who had the longest tenure as the Viceroy? Lord Curzon. Who had the longest tenure as the Viceroy of India? Lord Curzon. Who had the longest tenure as the Viceroy of India? Lord Curzon. Which of the following is not correctly matched? Unhappy India, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. This is not correctly matched. Durgesh Nandini, the right matched Durgesh Nandini, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Durgesh Nandini, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. India wins freedom, Abdul Kalam Azad. Poverty and un-British rule in India, Dadabhai Naoroji. Poverty and un-British rule in India, Dadabhai Naoroji. The book Mountbatten and the Partition of India was written by Larry Collins and Dominic Lapierre. The book Mountbatten and the Partition of India was written by Larry Collins and Dominic Lapierre. Queen Victoria's proclamation was read out the Lord Canning's on the 1st November 1858 at Allahabad. Queen Victoria's proclamation was read out by the Lord Canning on the 1st November 1858 at Allahabad. Who was the first person to call Mahatma Gandhi father of nation? Subhash Chandra Bose. Who was the first person to call Mahatma Gandhi father of nation? Subhash Chandra Bose. Who was the first person to call Mahatma Gandhi father of nation? Subhash Chandra Bose. Who among the following was the founder of All India Muslim League? Nawab Salimullah Khan. Nawab Salimullah Khan. Who among the following was the founder of India Muslim League? Nawab Salimullah Khan. Who had opposed the Champaran Satyagraha of Mahatma Gandhi? N.G. Ranga. Who had opposed the Champaran Satyagraha of Mahatma Gandhi? N.G. Ranga. The book Mother India was written by Catherine Mayo. The book Mother India was written by Catherine Mayo. The book Mother India was written by Catherine Mayo. The book Mother India was written by Catherine Mayo. The policy The policy of Secretary Sale is related with Warren Hastings. The policy of Secretary Sale is related with Warren Hastings. The policy of Secretary Sale is related with Warren Hastings. Everything else can wait, but not agriculture. The above statements are attributed to Jawaharlal Nehru. Everything else can wait, but not agriculture. The above statement is attributed to Jawaharlal Nehru. Which one of the following was favored by Nehru but not favored by Gandhi? Which one of the following was favored by Nehru but not favored by Gandhi? Heavy industrialization, heavy industrialization. Which one of the following books is associated with the rise of national movement in India under Anand Math? Which one of the following book is associated with the rise of the national movement in India? Anand Math. Which one of the following satyagraha was not led by Mahatma Gandhi? Which one of the following satyagraha was not led by Mahatma Gandhi? Bardoli. Which one of the following statements regarding the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is correct? He founded Siddharth College. He started his journal Mukh Naik in 1920. He founded the Depressed Class Institute in 1922. Wrong option. He was the first Defense Minister of India. This is wrong statement. During the tenure of which Governor General was Ancient Monuments Preservation Act passed? Lord Curzon. During the tenure of which Governor General was the Ancient Monument Preservation Act passed? Lord Curzon, not Lord Minto, not Lord Lithgow, not Lord Canning. Who among the following said that the most notable achievement of British reign was the unification of India? K.M. Panikkar. Who among the following said that the most notable achievement of the British rule was unification of India? K.M. Panikkar. Which one of the following sessions of Indian National Congress was for the first time attended by M.K. Gandhi? Which one of the following sessions of the Indian National Congress was the first time attended by the M.K. Gandhi? Calcutta Session 1901. Calcutta Session 1901. On the basis of elect maladministration, which Governor General had taken the administration by massive state? Lord William Bentinck. Who wrote the famous song Sari Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara? Sir Muhammad Iqbal. Sir Muhammad Iqbal. Who said the political freedom is the lifeblood of a nation? Aurobindo Ghosh. Who said political freedom is the lifeblood of nation? Aurobindo Ghosh. Which of the following Viceroy of India was murdered by a convict in Andaman and Nicobar Island while he was on tour? Lord Mayo. Lord Mayo, Viceroy of India, was murdered by the convict of Andaman and Nicobar Island while he was on tour. Which one of the following pairs is correctly matched? Annie Besant, New India. Annie Besant, New India. Who among the following was the chief architect of the reconciliation between the extremists and the moderates? Who among the following was the chief architect or reconciliation between the extremists and moderates? Annie Besant. The right to adopt here in place of own son was re-established by Queen announcement of 1858. The right to adopt here in place of own son was re-established by Queen's announcement of 1858. The author of book Towards the Struggle was Jayaprakash Narayan. The author of the book Towards the Struggle was Jayaprakash Narayan. Match list 1 and list 2 the select correct answer using the codes given below. List 1 and list 2. Suraj Chandra Chatterjee Devdas. Suraj Chandra Chatterjee Devdas. Suraj Chandra Chatterjee Devdas. Suraj Chandra Chatterjee Devdas. Second, Jaydev Geet Govind. Jaydev Geet Govind. अमृत लाल नगर, अमृत और विश, अमृत नगर, अमृत लाल नगर, अमृत और विश, सुमित्रा नंदन पंत, चिदम्बरा, सुमित्रा नंदन पंत, चिदम्बरा. Next, list 1 and list 2 select the correct answer using the codes given below. खुदाई खिदमतगार, खुदाई खिदमतगार अब्दुल गफ्फार खान, खुदाई खिदमतगार अब्दुल गफ्फार खान, खुदाई खिदमतगार अब्दुल गफ्फार खान, खुदाई खिदमतगार अब्दुल गफ्फार खान. आजाद मुस्लिम कॉन्फ्रेंस अल्लाह बख्श, आजाद मुस्लिम कॉन्फ्रेंस अल्लाह बख्श, आजाद मुस्लिम कॉन्फ्रेंस अल्लाह बख्श. भारतीय पार्टी अल्लामा माशरिकी. क्या खुदाई खिदमतगार अब्दुल गफ्फार खान, आजाद मुस्लिम कॉन्फ्रेंस अल्लाह बख्श, खाकसार पार्टी अल्लामा मशरिकी and कृषक प्रजा पार्टी फजलुल हक, कृषक प्रजा पार्टी फजलुल हक. Name of the magazine published by the Mahatma Gandhi during his stay in South Africa was Indian Opinion. The name of magazine published by the Mahatma Gandhi during his stay in South Africa was Indian Opinion. Next, list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. Authors and work. Author and work. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, India Divided. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, India Divided. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, India Divided. Second, Abdul Kalam Azad, India Wins Freedom. Abdul Kalam Azad, India Wins Freedom. Ram Mohan Lohia, The Wheel of History. Ram Mohan Lohia, The Wheel of History. Mahatma Gandhi Hind Swaraj. Mahatma Gandhi Hind Swaraj. The prefix Mahatma was added with the name of Gandhi during Champaran Satyagraha. The prefix Mahatma was added with the name of Gandhi during the Champaran Satyagraha. Which of the following is correctly matched? Tehzeebul Akhlaq Sir Syed Ahmed. Tehzeebul Akhlaq Sir Syed Ahmed. Tehzeebul Akhlaq Sir Syed Ahmed. Alien e Haq Bipin Chandra Pai. Al Hilal Dr. Zakir Hussain. Yugantar Aurobindo Ghosh. Wrong option. Who presided over the Banaras session of the Indian National Congress in 1905? Who presided over the Banaras session of the Indian National Congress in 1905? Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Not Surendra Banerjee, not Firoz Mehta, not Dinshaw Wacha. Those who joined Mahatma Gandhi during the Champaran Satyagraha included Rajendra Prasad and Anugrah Narayan Sinha. Rajendra Prasad and Anugrah Narayan Sinha. Who joined the Mahatma Gandhi during the Champaran Satyagraha included Rajendra Prasad and Anugrah Narayan Sinha. In which three Indian states delayed accession to India even after other princely states had joined India? Junagadh, Hyderabad, Jammu and Kashmir. Junagadh, Hyderabad, Jammu and Kashmir. Which one of the following native state was a party to the Stand-Still Agreement? Hyderabad. Which one of the following native state was a party to the Stand-Still Agreement? Hyderabad. Who among the following is associated with the policy of masterly inactivity? Who among the following is associated with the policy of masterly inactivity? John Lawrence. John Lawrence. Who among the following is associated with the policy of the masterly inactivity? John Lawrence. The author of the Malgudi Days is R.K. Narayan. The author of Malgudi Days is R.K. Narayan. The twin principle of Mahatma Gandhi Ram Rajya were the twin principles of Mahatma Gandhi Ram Rajya were truth and non-violence, truth and non-violence, truth and non-violence, truth and non-violence, truth and non-violence. Who established the judicial organization in India? Lord Cornwallis. Who established the judicial organization in India? Lord Cornwallis. The transfer of capital of British India from Calcutta to Delhi was affected during the period of Lord Hardinge. Lord Hardinge. The transfer of capital of British India from Calcutta to Delhi was affected during the period of Lord Hardinge. Which of the following pairs is correct? C.R. Das Deshbandhu. C.R. Das Deshbandhu. C.R. Das Deshbandhu. Which of the following was Gandhi's first Satyagraha movement in India in which he used civil disobedience? Which of the following was Gandhi's first Satyagraha movement in India in which he used civil disobedience? Champaran, not Kheda, not Ahmedabad, not Rowlatt Satyagraha. The Sarabandi campaign of 1922 was led by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The Sarabandi campaign of 1922 was led by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The Sarabandi campaign of 1922 was led by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who wrote the book Deshar Katha. Deshar Katha. Who wrote the book Desher Katha? Sakharam Ganesh Dukes. Sakharam Ganesh Dukeskar. Who did Rajendra Prasad consider as father of Pakistan? Lord Minto. Who did Rajendra Prasad consider as father of Pakistan? Lord Minto. Who established the Imperial Cadet Corps? Lord Curzon. Who established the Imperial Cadet Corps? Lord Curzon. Which of the following princely state was not annexed by the British Gwalior? Which of the following princely state was not annexed by the British Gwalior? In my belief, Congress is not too tottering to its fall, and one of great ambition, while in India is to assist it to peaceful demise. Who wrote it? Lord Curzon. In my belief, Congress is too tottering to its fall, and one of my great ambitions, while in India, is to assist it to a peaceful demise. Who wrote it? Lord Curzon. Which among the following viceroys period and title of Rai Bahadur and Khan Bahadur began the confer to India? Lord Lytton. Which among the following viceroy period the title and Bal Bahadur and Khan Bahadur began to confer to India? Lord Lytton. The Muslim, if contented and satisfied, would become the greatest bulwark of British power in India. Who wrote it? W. W. Hunter. W. W. Hunter. What was the common relationship between Catherine Mayo, Aldous Huxley, Charles Andrews, and William Digby? They wrote commentaries. They wrote commentaries on the condition of India during the British rule. They wrote commentaries on the condition of India during the British rule. Who raised the demand of complete independence of the first time in 1921? Who raised the demand of complete independence of the first time in 1921? Maulana Hasrat Mohani. Maulana Hasrat Mohani. New Lamps for Old was a series of articles aging 93 to 94 that criticized the Congress for being out of touch with the proletariat. Who was the author of these articles? New Lamp for Old was a series of articles 1893 to 94 that criticized the Congress for being out of touch with the proletariat. Who was the author of these articles? Aurobindo Ghosh. Who wrote the book India for Indians? Who wrote the book India for Indians? C.R. Das. The first railway in India was laid down during the period of Lord Dalhousie. The first railway in India was laid down during the period of Lord Dalhousie. Name the Deoband. Name the Deoband scholar who played a significant role in the freedom movement. Abdul Kalam Azad. Name the Deoband scholar who played a significant role in freedom movement. Abdul Kalam Azad. Who among the following capitalists served as an AIICC freezer for many years and went to jail in 1930? Jamna Lal Bajaj. Who among the following capitalists served as an AICC freezer for many years and went to jail in 1930? Jamna Lal Bajaj. Mahatma Gandhi's close English compatriot during the freedom movement was Charles Andrews. Charles Andrews, who is known as Lok Naik, who is known as Lok Naik Jayaprakash Narayan. Jayaprakash Narayan. The purpose of the Butler Committee 1927. The purpose of the Butler Committee 1927: improvement of relationships between India provinces and the Crown. Improvement of relationships between India provinces and the Crown. The Muslim deputations met Minto in 1906 at Shimla and pleaded for a separate electorate for Muslims. The Muslim deputation met Minto in 1906 at Shimla and pleaded for separate electorates for Muslims. Bihar became a separate state during the British rule in year 1921. Bihar became a separate state during the British rule in the year 1921. Which one of the following leaders presided over the Congress session at Calcutta in 1906? Dada Bhai Naroji. Dada Bhai Naroji. Who was the secretary of Mahatma Gandhi during the Naokali? Who was the secretary of Mahatma Gandhi during Naokali? Pyare Lal. Pyare Lal. Who was the secretary of Mahatma Gandhi during Noakhali? Pyare Lal. Who among the following abolished double government system in Bengal? Warren Hastings. Who among the following abolished double government system in Bengal? Warren Hastings. Who gave his slogan Jai Jawan Jai Kisan? Lal Bahadur Shastri. Who gave the slogan Jai Jawan Jai Kisan? Lal Bahadur Shastri. Who gives the slogan Jai Kisan Jai Jawan Jai Kisan? Lal Bahadur Shastri. Which one of the following statements about the princely states in India is not correct? The state of Travancore finally joined India through a plebiscite. This is not correct. Correct options देख लेते हैं. The British government declared that states were free to join either India or Pakistan or remain independent. The British government declared that states were free to join either India or Pakistan or remain independent. The decision to join either India or Pakistan or remain independent was left not to people of princely states but to the princely rulers. The rulers of Travancore first decided to remain independent. The ruler of Travancore first decided to remain independent. Which one of the following pairs of years and historical events is correctly matched? 1878 Second Anglo-Afghan War. Which one of the following pairs of the years and historical events is correctly matched? 1878 Second Anglo-Afghan War. Afghan War. When was the first All India census attempt? 1872. When was the first All India census attempted? 1872. Initially, what was the purpose of splitting up of the hill station during the colonial period in India? To serve the needs of the British Army. To serve the needs of the British Army. To serve the needs of the British Army. Which among the following statements about the Mahatma Gandhi Satyagraha is are correct? It was during the course of his campaign against racialism in South Africa that Gandhi first applied Satyagraha. It was during the course of his campaign against racialism in South Africa that Gandhi first applied Satyagraha. The two vital ingredients of Satyagraha are truth and non-violence. Truth and non-violence. The Satyagrahi resists evil by inflicting suffering on himself and not by inflicting suffering on the opponent. In India, Satyagraha was first tried by Gandhiji in Champaran. In India, Satyagraha was first tried by Gandhiji Champaran. Which one of the following pairs is organization and their founders is not correctly matched? Congress, a Socialist Party, and a wrong option. National Liberation Federation, Tej Bahadur Sapru and M.R. Jaikar. National Liberation Federation. National Liberation Federation, Tej Bahadur Sapru and M.R. Jaikar. जमायत उलमाई मौलाना महमूद हसन सैफुल हिंद मौलाना महमूद हसन सैफुल हिंद. कांग्रेस डेमोक्रेटिक पार्टी बाल गंगाधर तिलक. बाल गंगाधर तिलक. Why was Vasudev Balwant Phadke known in history? He led an armed uprising against the British in 1870s. He led an armed uprising against the British in 1870. Wrong option. He led a violent struggle against the British during the revolt of 1857. He was a critic of Gandhian struggle He was a radical leader of the Indian National Congress. Which of the following statement about the Bhagat Singh is not true? Bhagat Singh was influenced by socialist ideas. Bhagat Singh was influenced by socialist ideas. He was a member of the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association. These are right. True. And not true. Bhagat Singh threw a bomb in the Central Legislative Assembly in 1929 with the objective to kill as many people as possible. This is wrong statement. Which of the following statements about the Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar is are not correct? He received the title Vidyasagar from Presidency Sanskrit College, Kolkata. Wrong option. Vidyasagar defended widow remarriage without being convinced about scriptural support. This is wrong. Right option. Vidyasagar writing significantly helped to develop the Bengali language, and he was enthusiastic about the spread of women's education. Which one of the following statements about the India's independence is are correct? The formal transfer of power on 15th August 1947 heralding India's independence was announced by the Lord Mountbatten. Mahatma Gandhi was not present at the festivities in the capital on 15th August 1947. The formal transfer of power on 15th August 1947 heralding India's independence was announced by the Lord Mountbatten. Mahatma Gandhi was not present at the festivities in the capital on 15 August 1947. Who among the following in Congress represented the socialist view? Narendra Dev. Narendra Dev. Who among the following in Congress represented the socialist view? Narendra Dev. Who among the following has not written about the partition in his work? Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Who among the following has not written about the partition in his work? Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Examine these two statements carefully and select the correct answer using the code given below. Both statements are individually true, but statement 2 is not correct. Explanations of statement 1. Nationalism in India, which was assigned a privileged position by its Western education political leadership, was different but a derivative discourse from the West. And statement 2, Indian nationalism as a response to Western imperialism was like all such responses shaped by what it was responsible to. Who among the following British and ethnographers launched the Survey of India project in her 1860s hundred? Among the following British and ethnographers launched the Survey of India project in 1860s hundred? Not Dufferin, not Risley, not Thurston. Which of the following statements about the Barna Parike, a mid-19th century Bengali text, are correct? It was the most widely used Bengali primer of the time. Only two. Which one among the following is the oldest regiment of Indian Army? Madras Regiment. Which one among the following is the oldest regiment of Indian Army? Madras Regiment. Which one of the following is the famous novel written in 1869 by Nazir Ahmed? Meratul Urus. Meratul Urus. Which one of the following is the famous novel written by 1869 by Nazir Ahmed? Meratul Urus. Meratul Urus. Identify from the following the novel written by the Charles Dickens that critiqued the adverse impact of industrializations on the poor. Hard Times. Identify from the following the novel written by Charles Dickens that critiqued the adverse impact of industrialization on the poor. Hard Times. Not the Day Before America, not Creating a Nation, not courtyard. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was associated with Pune Sarvajanik Sabha. Pune Sarvajanik Sabha. Not Pune Sarvajanik Sabha associated. Bal Gangadhar Tilak was associated with Pune Sarvajanik Sabha and the age of consent bill. Not with Gorakshini Sabha, not with Admi Sabha. Where and when did Mahatma Gandhi first use his method of hunger? strike to achieve a desired goal at Ahmedabad in the year 1980. Which of the following were the main influences on Vasudeva Balwant Phadke? Which one of the following were the main influences on the Vasudeva Balwant Phadke? First, experience of the Deccan famine of 1876 to 77, experiences of the Deccan famine of 1876 to 77, Hindu revivalism, theory of drain of wealth, not reformist idea of Pole. Match the list one and list two and select the correct answer using the code given below the list. First, Khalikus Zaman Pakistan Muslim League, Khalikus Zaman Pakistan Muslim League, Khalikus Zaman Pakistan Muslim League, Khalikus Zaman Pakistan Muslim League. Second, Fazlul Haq, Krishak Praja Party, Fazlul Haq Krishak Praja Party, Fazlul Haq Krishak Praja Party. Sikandar Hayat Khan, Sikandar Hayat Khan Unionist Party, Sikandar Hayat Khan Unionist Party, Sikandar Hayat Khan Unionist Party, B.R. Ambedkar Independent Labour Party, B.R. Ambedkar Independent Labour Party. The Assam Company, consisting of the European tea planters, remained the virtual properties of the tea industry till 1850 and 1850s. Among the following established two small proprietary tea gardens of his own, which were the confiscated by the state after his execution for treason in 1858. Maniram Diwan. The Dina Bandhu Mitra published a play in Bengali titled New Darpan, Blue Mirror, which depicted the atrocities on the indigo planters. The play was translated into English by Michael Madhusudan Datta. Madhusudan Datta. Not Reverend James Long, not Dwarkanath Tagore, not Rabindranath Tagore. William James Henry, Colebrook, and Nathaniel Halhed had which of the following common among them? So they were linguistics who tried to interrupt the culture of South Asia to the India Company, to the East India Company. Between the 15th of August 1947 and 26th of January 1950, when India became free and when he declared herself a democratic sovereign republic, Government of India functioned and under the provisions of the Government of India Act 1935, the Government of India Act 1935. Which member of the Servants of India Society founded the Seva Samiti in Allahabad in 1940? Which member of the Servants of India Society founded the Seva Samiti at Allahabad in 1940? Haridev Nath Kunjru. Haridev Nath Kunjru. Who among the following was not a woman labor leader who organized workers in the strike in the 1920s? Who among the following was not a woman labor leader who organized workers in the strike in the 90s? Sarla Devi Chaudhrani was not a woman labor. So right option, Ushabhai Dange and Prabhavati Devi and Anushraya Behan. Anushraya Behan. Who among the following founded the Bhil Seva Mandal in 1922? Amrit Lal Vithal Das Thakur. Who among the following founded the Bhil Seva Mandal in 1920? Amrit Lal Vithal Das Thakur. Which one of the following statements about the British India Medical Service IMS is not correct? Indians were never admitted to IMS. Indians were never admitted to IMS. Which one of the following statements about the British India Medical Service IMS is not correct? Indians were never admitted to IMS. Wrong option. Right option. IMS began in 1764. IMS began in 1764. Indian Medical Service began in 1764. It recruited health professionals by means of the competitive examination, and the IMS was at first meant to look after the troops. Who among the following was one of the founder of the Indian Society of Oriental Arts? Oriental Arts. Abhi, Rabindranath Tagore, who believed that the Russian designs were an eminent peril to the security and tranquility of Indian Empire in 1836. Palmerston, Lord Palmerston, Lord Palmerston, Lord Palmerston. The creation of federal court in India was advocated by which of the following Act Commission? The Government of Indian Act 1935. The Government of Indian Act 1935. Who among the following gave evidence before the Joint Select Committee on the Government of Indian Bill 1919 in the favor of female franchise 1, 2 and 3? Mrs. Annie Besant, Mrs. Sarojini Naidu and Mrs. Hirabai Tata. With whom did Subhash Chandra Bose form an alliance to destroy the Holwell Monument in Calcutta during 1939-40? With whom did Subhash Chandra Bose form an alliance to destroy the Holwell Monument in Calcutta during 1939-40? The Muslim League. The Muslim League. Who among the following created the first All India Trade Union, Anam Joshi? Who among the following created the first All India Trade Union, Anam Joshi? Which one among the following was India's first trade union in the proper sense of the terms, Madras Labour Union? Which one among the following was India's first trade union in the proper sense of the term, Madras Labour Union? During the 19th century, who among the following wrote Satapatra series, Satapatra series? Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Who among the following founded the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental Defence Association 1893? Who among the following founded the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental Defence Association 1893? Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. After the First World War, the Triveni Sangh was formed by the Ahirs and Kurmish. Who among the following was the first to accept the ministerial positions in the central provinces in October 1925? S.N. Tambe. Who among the following was the first to accept the ministerial position in the central provinces in the October 1925? S.B. Tambe. Who among the following formed the National Liberation Federation? National Liberation Federation, Liberal Party, T.B. Sapru and M.R. Jaikar. T.B. Sapru and M.R. Jaikar. Who among the following wrote the philosophy of the bomb? Bhagwati Charan Vohra. Who among the following wrote the philosophy of bomb? Bhagwati Charan Vohra. At the which one of the following session of the Indian National Congress was the resolution on fundamental rights and economic policy passed? Karachi session. At which one of the following sessions of the India National Congress was the resolution on the fundamental rights and economic policy passed by Karachi session? What was the Dutt Bradale thesis? What was the Dutt Bradale thesis? It was a Communist Party document according to which the National Congress could play a great part and a foremost part in releasing the anti-imperialist People's Front. It was a Communist Party document according to which the National Congress could play a great part and a foremost part in realizing the anti-imperialist People's Front. Wrong option. The Working Committee of the Indian National Congress decided that Congress should play a crucial role in releasing the independence of India. The Socialist Party decided to play foremost part in anti-imperialist struggle. Revolutionary Socialist Betukeshwar Dutt put forth a 10-point plan to work off the success of anti-imperialist front. Revolutionary Socialist Betukeshwar Dutt put forth a 10-point plan to work for the success of anti-imperialist front. The Khunt-Katti tenure was prevalent in which one of the following regions of India during the British colonial rule? The Khund A Kati tenure was the prevalent in which one of the following regions of India during the British colonial rule? Chota Nagpur. Which European rulers had observed bears in mind that the commerce of India is a commerce of the world. He who can exclusively command it is the dictator of Europe, Peter the Great of Russia. Peter the Great of Russia in 1921, during which one of the following tours Gandhiji shaved his ribs and began wearing low-in clothes in order to identify with the poor. South India. Simla was founded as a hill station to use as a strategic place for billeting troops, guarding frontier and launching camping during the course of Anglo-Gurkha War. Simla was founded as a hill station to use as a strategic place for billeting troops, guarding frontiers, and launching camping during the course of Anglo-Gurkha War. Match the listener list to select the correct answer using the course given below. Sarvapalli Gopal Jawaharlal Nehru, a biography, Volume 1, 1889 to 1947. Sarvapalli Gopal Jawaharlal Nehru, a biography, Volume 1, 1889 and 1947. Shekhar Bandyopadhyay, from Plassey to Partition: A History of Modern India. From Plassey to Partition: A History of Modern India. David David Hardiman David Hardiman David Hardiman, in his time and ours. Gandhi in his time and ours. Book name: Gandhi and His Time and Ours. Gyanendra Pandey, The Ascendancy of the Congress in Uttar Pradesh, 1926 to 1934. Subhash Chandra Bose started the Azad Hind Radio in which of the following countries? Germany. Subhash Chandra Bose started the Azad Hind Radio in which of the following countries? Germany. Not Japan, not Austria, not Malaysia. Who took over the Eka movement started by the Congress in Awadh during 1921 to 1922? Madari Party. Which organization was started at the Haridwar Kumbh Mela in 1915? Hindu Mahasabha. Which organization was started at the Haridwar Kumbh Mela in 1915? Hindu Mahasabha. Which of the following statements about the Self-Reliant Khanis are correct? He argued that India was a federation of ethnic communities based on common descent, and the curriculum at the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College blended Muslim theology and European empiricism. They argued that India was a federation of ethnic communities based on common descent, and the curriculum at the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College blended Muslim theology and European empiricism. Wrong option. His philosophy was very similar to that of the Indian National Congress, and he imagined India as a national state based on individual citizens' rights. And consider the following statement: a sound body means one which bends itself to the spirits, and it always a ready instrument at its service. Mahatma Gandhi.